Yep. Eagles wear boxes. You don't know what it is. And we're on. We're live, man. I think we're live. We're live, right, y'all? This don't smell that good. It smells okay, though. Cinnamon oil. I grew up with a whole different one than this. This is like, just not the same. Is the one I grew up with. Yeah, I just put it on here. Let me see. And all these freaking bugs and stuff is starting to come in the house because it's so hot outside. Happy damn when it gets cooled down a little bit, but it's not. Like, get out of my house. I don't feel like I want to kill all of y'all. I do, but I don't. I shouldn't. But what's going out there in Eagle Land? Eagle Land. Got a little bit of background. Let's play a little bit of background. Yeah, I just finished. You see, I'm still dressed a little bit. Just finished training this girl. Oh, wow. Out there in the heat. Yeah. I finally got to smack her around a little bit. It's her fault, though. So don't y'all think I was just picking on her. It's her fault. She wasn't going through the defensive drill the way she was supposed to. She was overreacting. She kept looking at me. I said, stop looking at me. She knows. She knows what's up. Because I told her to stop looking. I said, don't look at me. I said, look from here to here. So look down. Don't look at me in the face. She kept staring and looking. I had to smack her a couple times. She acted like I beat up on her. I'm like, you know better than that. I said, but I told you what to do. Told you where not to be looking. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about, maybe we got to talk a little bit about politics. Not really politics like that, but politics in the sense that I want people to know what's going on. I don't want no bullshit. You know, I just don't want no crap. I don't want to be the last one to know something. I don't want my people out here. I don't want nobody out here to be the last one to know something. I want everybody to know this is what's going on. I mean, we got to know what's going on in this world, man. It's just like, it's too many distractions, man. I don't think that with us, as far as when I say us, I'm talking about like the American people. Here's what I don't think. I don't think that we're actually being allowed to know what's going on around us when we got people involved, like our armies and stuff like that. When we got people involved, they're not letting us know, you know, exactly what's going on. And like, there might be some discussions. There may be some people that feel like we're on a need to know basis. But how long should that last? And at a level where it's a threat to us, should it still be like that? Let us know at the last minute, and then just tell us that, oh yeah, this the National Guard, Army, Air Force, and Marines all got your back. I don't know if I want to hear something like that. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'm asking. You know. And since it's just me right now, well, I'm talking about not responding to anybody yet. Even though I know some people have came in. Maybe Bruce came in, but can't speak at the moment. I'm not sure. A lot of times he comes in and he can't speak. I gotta go in there and get mine. I gotta go in here and get. I gotta get them dips in. I did some the other day. I did these dips, right, and I had my hands like this. You know, when I did them, like turned this way. I was like, you know what? Is this gonna mess me up? But I was surprised. I was surprised I actually did these, and I was able to get some exercise. I was like, okay, and that felt good. Like all up in here, that shit felt that all up in here. That shit felt good. I was like, okay. I didn't do a whole lot of them. I did like, I don't know, 10, 15, but that felt good, you know. And then I think I did them like this too, put my hands in like this. That's all up in here. But I don't know if that's good, because I think that's a lot of weight. If you do your body weight, I think that's a lot of, like, too much weight for you to be actually doing with your hands turned that way. But I'm kind of like, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I'm just a knucklehead. It's just like, yeah, you're going to end up getting hurt doing all this extra shit. I always like to do too much anyway. But anyway, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. You guys ain't getting the bass like you should, but let me turn this up, man, a little bit. I'll get Eagles music. Then once I see y'all trickling in on the Friday, then I'll turn it back down. And then we'll just talk it up with, you know, get up on the subject. We'll get on something. Yeah, you see I got here a little bit earlier than usual because I had to, because I got to get out of here. Cannot be held hostage today. I got to get out because I got to go to work. Rodriguez. Rung Basai. I don't know. It's kind of scary, man. I don't even know if I want to go with Americans anymore right now. I just don't know, man. Argentina versus, you know, who's it? Rung Basai is what? Spain or something? Rung Basai? Nah, where is he at? He's, I'm trying to think. Nepal or something like that, but yeah. But we'll see. Y'all got Miller. We got Miller coming up. Micah Skill. Got her coming up again. I believe she won the last fight, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm 100%. I think I'm 100% sure. Only time that her last loss was a unanimous decision against her, right? These people are trip, man. They describing shit and then you only want to read it, man. They put the pronouns and stuff in the wrong spot. There's some cultures that do that too, though. Some cultures that will say he when it could be female or male, but they'll call everything like animals. They call all the animals he's. Insects and stuff like that when they translate it, or you know, when they're speaking English. Okay, so 25th full title fight. So people inbox and see this incredible event. Okay. Did you guys even see that fight? I don't know about Hearn. I don't get excited when Hearn says something. When Hearn says something, I don't get excited about his events. I don't like his face. You know what I mean? I just don't like his face, just the way he looks. I got a personal problem. That's what they tell you. If you don't like a certain person, you got a personal problem. Well, I got a personal problem with him. I just don't like the way he holds his mouth when he's speaking. I don't know. Does people talk like that? Just talk. Oh, okay. So Europe. Okay, I'm just reading through this because I'm trying to think. We don't have no. Okay, Martinez, flyweight. Let me see. McWilliams Arroyo. Let me see. Who we got? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hernsby. You know, these people be telling so much crap sometimes. It's like, man, stop lying. Your fight card ain't all that. Yeah, but we're gonna see what the fight card is like. I don't know. D-Lo might know about Hearn's fight card. Hearn's act like his fight card is just like, yeah, salute to D-Lo 404. He said, salute. He said, I'll be back. Yeah, but yeah, Hearn's acting like his fight card is just like off the, it's off the chains. Like, yeah, this shit is like, his shit is gonna be just wild out. I don't trust nobody 100 on nothing like that. I just don't trust them. A lot of times they be just full of it. That's right. I'm not saying too much right now, brother. Even though I won't be here that long. Got a little bit of vibe going on. I'm just playing my music. And just thinking. I'm thinking how to keep my chat, clean. Got to keep my, I got to keep it clean. Trying not to get in trouble. Because I just got too much in my mind. I'll be letting it out. There's no shame. I let stuff out because we all gotta live this, man. Some people don't realize that they gotta live this. It's like, yeah, you gotta live this. So. That's how we go. Get in here, where y'all at? Y'all get in here. Let me know what's up. Oh, now see, now I know what type of politics I was going to talk about now. I know what I was going to talk about, or what I was going to just bring up, just to see. I'm looking at some other stuff too. I'm here, no worry about it. I see you out there, D-Ray Promotions, Eagles Way of Boxing. Salute. I see you, brother. Salute. Y'all Sir Hussein, salute y'all. I'm just vibing on some music. I'm checking out a couple things here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, mind yours. I kid. Welcome to the chat, y'all. Yeah, I gotta go to work, so we won't be here a long time, but yeah. It's easy, you know how the way I talk, man, it's easy. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Talk about the fights coming up. I don't know, what do you think, y'all, sir? You got Eddie Hearns is talking real bold. He's talking about how great his card is. I've seen a lot of little guys on there, so it's like, what is he saying? He's acting like his card is like, it's the best card that they could have right now. I don't understand why he would think that. Like, this is just the greatest card ever. I don't know. I don't know, for some people can feel like he's a great salesperson. He ain't no great salesperson to me. Yeah. I was talking politics, about to. So I want to get, since you're over the pond, I want to get your assessment more than anybody's assessment on it, on this subject. I haven't got to it, but yeah. I was watching this a thing more. Yeah, she's something else. That's a crazy name. I guess the way they talk about people, man. I guess it's actually a good name. A thing, a thing. It's a track athlete. Her name is a thing. Athing. Her last name is Mo. Mu. Yeah. She's a bad girl though. She's only like 19, 20 years old. She's gonna be setting records and stuff too. So another super athlete that lives this coming out of America. That's what we need. Out of the U.S., not just America, but out of the U.S. Yeah. So here's my politics. My politics is, I don't know if you heard of this or not. And I'm talking about y'all, sir. I don't know if you heard of this or not. But okay, let me finish reading. Let me see what y'all got here though. Okay, D-Ray Promotions says on the Sao and Triple G press conference, I will return. Oh, if they not fighting. So you checking out the D-Ray Promotions, salute to, yeah, he's checking out the conference. Man, what you talking about? You just stop making up excuses, man. Y'all, Sir Hussein says salute fam at D-Ray Promotions at D-Lo. And then D-Ray Promotions is y'all, sir, salute. Yeah, but that's all. Come on. You really care about that fight that much, Triple G and Canelo? To me, he can't get his status back by fighting Triple G. He gonna end up getting beat up. It might be like Bruce Gass said. He might be out of it. He might have lost it. Okay, but let's get into the politics part of it. At y'all, sir, since y'all, sir, is from around across the pond, they got the Roe versus Wade, right? And so in other words, it's anti-abortion. You know, so I guess they passed it. They overturned it. Another way to play with the people, you know, the women don't have their rights to kill children. Well, that's more or less what it is. I don't care. Maybe the way I'm saying it is insensitive, but I'm going to tell you the truth about the matter is that I look at stuff and D-Ray said Eddie's ass just talking. Yeah, Eddie always he act like he got the biggest card. Oh, this card is just so phenomenal. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So that whole injection thing, people that got that injection thing, that might be another reason. I look at a lot of diversions, man. I look at different layers. Like I said, there's different layers to this. And right now I'm stuck on one layer. There may be another layer on top of that. It might be another agenda. But if you already inoculated everybody and I'm getting all kinds of different reports that people who took that injection, that a lot of them are going to be real sick. A lot of people that took that injection, they're going to be sick in the long run. And that's my take of it. Sir Flame, salute, brother. But that's all I'm getting a lot of things on. So the Roe versus Wade, that's not no surprise. If you got a lot of people that's not going to be able to have children anyway. Now, they'll report that in another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They'll start saying, yeah, that, you know, that birth rate is low or something like that. Yeah, because you don't have to worry about the Roe versus Wade. If you gave them some shit that's going to take their whole reproductive system out. And I'm just saying, that's just my assessment. And I'm not taking one side or another. I'm just talking about one side. I'll talk about all sides, but I'm just going to talk. Right now, I'm talking about the side that, if it's true, what a lot of the so-called scientists is saying is that if it's true that that vaccination does so much to your body that it destroys you as a person, as a human, it changes your RNA and stuff. It changes your structure, so where you're not even really considered. You can't be considered man or woman anymore. So if you're not man and woman, you definitely ain't having no children on both sides. And they said it's not reversible. A lot of the science I'm hearing is they saying once you take that shit, it's not reversible. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing you can do you can't undo it. Once it starts putting all kinds of fibroids and stuff in, it puts fibroids. I've seen some type of thing where it puts fibroid type of things in your arteries. That'd be up. I didn't say the word YouTube, but I'm saying that would be up. So, let me see what else y'all got. But y'all sort of said salute. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Flame said salute to Eagles. Well, salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said jab that like button on y'all neck. He said don't get neck and Eagles wear boxing got the fire up good with that 100. And of course the glove always go up with the things. Y'all like when I talk about them things, brother. Hey, but make sure you guys got your things. If you can't have things, make sure you have your things at this time of peace. But make sure you have your things out there, everybody. You know what I mean? Just make sure you have your things, man. It's just, I don't trust, man. I have a stigma. Is that a good word? I have a stigma because of my ancestors. I don't trust. Like people trust everything. I don't. Sir Flame is salute at y'all, Sir Hussein. Y'all, Sir, right back at Sir Flame. Got the fist pound up. Again, we got Sir Flame says salute at D-Ray Promotions, and Sir Flame is at D-Lo 404. D-Lo stepped out. He'll be back though. Anyway, D-Ray Promotions says Sir Flame got the flames up good. Says Luke got the hands up good. Y'all, Sir Hussein with the retracted statement. Y'all, Sir Hussein again. He said, "Why I don't agree with abortions because of my own religious reasons. I'm not against someone getting, who I am to tell someone what to do." Okay. I'm against the shit, to be honest. I'm telling you. Just think about it. If you were an abortion recipient, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? Why not give them a chance, and why put yourself in a position like that? Because how advanced is birth controls by now? You can get a shot now for birth control if that's what they really want to do. Now they can force injections on you, tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. You can't go here, you can't go there, and yes, you show your injection papers. But then again, you can do anything you want to when it comes to having children or not having children. We're the only creatures on this earth to have the right to choose. Well, there's a couple of exceptions. There's some primates I think that know how to, keep from having children. But we're the only one, like the main one. I'm just saying. I mean, here's something that you don't want to hear. And here's something that women don't want to hear. Women are in charge of who they have a sexual encounter with. And I'm not talking about anything like, I'm not talking about rapes and nothing like that. I'm saying women are the ones that's in charge of who they have a sexual encounter with. Men are in charge of relationships, stuff like that. Like a man is in charge of the relationship. You know what I mean? But a woman's in charge of who she's going to have sex with. So if she's having sex with you in the first place, that decision should already be made. If I'm going to have sex with you. Okay, that's a decision has to be made. Well, with sex, there's things that come with sex, like births, maybe, you can get pregnant and stuff like that. So it's not like people don't have the thought processes now. So it's not like, oh, nobody knows. Oh, nobody knows. They got that thing on a lot of social media. Nobody will know. Or nobody will know. No, you know what the hell's going on. You're so much more intelligent than your grandparents were. Your great-grandparents were. Stop it. Just think if your grandparents didn't have your mom. You can't even think about that, huh? You'd be like, oh, shit, I wouldn't be here. No, you wouldn't be here. See? So you talking about that coronavirus vaccine? I didn't get it. My wife did. And she stayed getting sick. Right. Yeah. I can only... Here's my thing for you, Sir Flame. I can only... hope, and pray for your wife, you know what I mean, that she was one of the ones that, maybe she's just, it might be a lot of psychological things, so maybe she just gets sick, or it might be because of that. There's different grades of vaccine, believe that or not. There's different grades, and she might, hopefully, I'm hoping myself inside, I'm hoping that she got a placebo. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping my family got placebo. But at the same time, I have the understanding if something happens within the, in the coming years, then I'm prepared for it, but I'm not prepared. In other words, I'm already knowing it's like, that was you chose to do that shit, and there's nothing I can do about it, you know. I can't take responsibility for people that know what they're doing. That's the whole thing. When you can't take responsibility when people like are so adamant about doing stuff, especially anything the government says do. I mean, do you really come on? I'm not a government basher. I was in the military forever, man. So I'm not like a government basher, but I'm like, let me say this, man, because a lot of people don't get this. United States veterans stand up for everything. I'm just telling you, they stand up for their rights. Veterans are always standing up. They're always protesting. They're always out there with the signs, even if they need help. They always like they mark themselves like, I'm a disabled vet. I'm having hard times. But the veterans always standing up. They stand up for each other, and they're in between a rock and a hard place because they still can get called back. I mean, it would take a lot to have to call them back, but they can get called back too. If it was too much deserting and all that, they can get called back. But here's my point when I'm talking about when I say, a lot of people act like they stand up for their rights, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, but nobody does it. But veterans really do stand up. We got too many people that are in puppet status to where there's nobody that wants to start their own community. It's like, man, we got to get off of this whole, they call it a grid and everything else. Yeah, but we just got to get off of the whole media. I don't listen to news very often. I have to find news. I have to actually physically find news because if I see something pop up, I'm not going to read it. Because I don't trust it. This whole thing with Russia and Ukraine is too quiet. How do we know that they're not actually, working together? I seen a news clip, y'all, sir, that was so disturbing to me. I don't even know how to respond to it. There was a report coming out of Ukraine, and the newscaster was saying how tense it was. Oh, it's so tense over here, or whatever. And guess what? You seen people walking down the street. There's only a few people walking down the street. They was walking all calm. I think one of them even had a briefcase. And she was talking about how tense it was. I'm like, well, if you guys notice, anytime there's war and something like that, they act like it's so tense. And they say, oh, like the news reporter is so close to shell fire and stuff like that. Really, you believe that they have people that close in wartime, that they're going to have somebody that close? You really believe that? And then with the technology the way that it is now, they always make it seem like they can't get a steady picture. Anytime they're trying to show you something, I've noticed that even when people are trying to show you like a monster out in the wild somewhere, they can't stay still with the camera. It's like, why you keep cutting away? You put that suspicion all over what you're doing when you cut the camera too much. It's like, man, stop it. Stop playing with us. Okay. So we always got to watch, man. I'm watching. I'm just saying. I'm a watcher, baby. So I just wanted to say that I don't know if I trust that whole thing with Russia and all that. I'm gonna go to the Russian store today, but I just don't trust that shit. I may have to go tomorrow since I gotta go to work. Might not get out of here in time. I just don't trust that, man. I see somebody had posted, they say, oh yeah, everybody pull for Uganda. I'm like, I'm not really worried about Uganda. Uganda has to have connections. Uganda, I urge anybody who's from Uganda or whatever, hey, let your government know you guys got money. So you guys can play the same thing that these other people play. Like they supplying both sides of the war. I guarantee you, if somebody knew they was getting that gold, you can get the biggest weapons you want. As long as you deal with the right person with that gold, you can get the biggest weapons and the biggest army that you want. You don't even have to use your own people for the money. Yeah. Sir Flame said, I feel only reason to get an abortion is if you get pregnant from rape. That's it. I mean, that's the sentiment that I have for Sir Flame. When I grew up, man, they didn't play that shit. Your parents, your mom be like, "No, you gonna have that baby." Well, no, what you mean? You getting rid of my grandbaby after that? And they have more pull now. You know, right now you can't tell a 16-year-old, 15-year-old what to do. I see little kids getting smart with the parents, or just talking back like they like you. What you talking about? I mean, you couldn't do that when I was growing up. You get a family ass whooping. Yep, y'all sir. Hussein says the flame 100. Hey, no, don't be changing your mind, y'all sir. You said you can't say nothing. I just read what you said. My brother and I agree 100%. Yeah. But you said who are you to make that call? For me, I feel the same way the Sir Flame do, because the educational system, which is the streets and your parents and everything else, lets you know, hey, that you don't, and plus you know about animals and stuff. So you see your kittens and dogs having kids, you know what's up. When you see them doing stuff, you know what's up. It's not like you don't know that there's a possibility that you can have a child. Stop playing with us. People play too much. Don't play. Don't play family if you ain't willing to have a family. Don't play family. And definitely don't be having kids. And guys, just watch yourself. Shit, it's too easy for guys. And I don't condone anything when it comes to, like, you know, go out there and get you go get you one off, you know, get you a pay for hire. I mean, hire for pay, you know, if you need to do that, you know what I mean? Until you get you a good, you know, wife or whatever. Man, it's not even that serious, man. I would have made, I mean, I don't regret nothing, but I would have, you know, if people say if you had to do over, would you do stuff over? I would only do stuff over under certain conditions. Like, I probably wouldn't want to, but I would want to go all the way back to the age, like right now, like maybe 30 years old. I don't know. I couldn't do younger than that right now. I wouldn't want to do younger than 30 years old, 35 years old. I mean, if I had to go back, but I could take the knowledge that I have now back, I would be good. But I damn sure wouldn't want to be like 18 all over and dumb. Oh, hell no. 18 and stupid. Falling into the same trap that the rest of these people. I would have been, shit, I probably had like 10 injections and shit. Oh, I need to probably give me another shot. They would have my whole mind thinking, oh, yeah, you need to get this, another shot. And then y'all gonna go get monkeypox shots too, for monkeypox. Monkeys. And always blaming everything on Africa or dark brown skin people. Saying they having sex with monkeys and shit like that. No, they're not the ones. They're not the ones that would do shit like that. Now, they do eat monkey meat. They eat them. But there's other countries that eat monkey brain, monkey meat. Yeah, but anyway, y'all sort of said the most effed up thing is countries from my part of the world back home. He said 9, 10. He said, oh yeah, force the girl to marry her rapist to pressure the family. Damn, honor the biggest bucket of shit ever family honor. That's a damn shame, man. Especially when you put some kind of honor on them. Are you kidding me? And what would even make you? Like I said, this grown folks chat too though. What would even make you feel like a 9 or 10-year-old is ready for any kind of relationship? What makes you look at her and say, oh yeah, she should be ready right now. She's actually ready. Because if I look in my mind, I'm not looking at a 9 and 10-year-old right now, but in my mind, a 9 and 10-year-old is maybe 4 feet tall. What, 9 and 10, right? Maybe a little bit like 4 foot. They're still in the 4 feet. They haven't hit 5 feet yet. 9 and 10. Where's your mind at? I mean, your shit is like, I can't even say how twisted your shit is, because your shit is like completely twisted. More than just regular twisted. That's like sadly twisted. You know what I mean? That's like sadly twisted. Your mind, 9 and 10. Are you kidding me? Not even what they call going into womanhood. Not even haven't hit puberty or nothing, man. That's sick though, man. See, I'm still trying to get my military benefits. I'm getting my discharge upgraded now. Okay, Sir Flame. What they hit you with? They hit you with general or something? Yeah, use everything they give you, man. If they give you school or shit, man, use all that shit, man. Yeah, you don't have to say it out here if you don't want to. Oh, you got a bad conduct. Yeah. Oh, you got bad conduct. Discharge. Yeah. Well, bad conduct that's reversible though. If it's just bad conduct, it's not dishonorable. Like some people got dishonorable, and then they got that stamp on it. Like they got a court stamp on it. If you got a court stamp, like anything like from a UCMJ court, if you got that stamp on it, you can't change that one. Especially if the state hit it too, you're not changing that one. Some of them you can change them out. I think you need a AR-15. Is that? I think it's DD-215. I think that's the one that they change it right. DD-215. Because DD-214 that's your discharge. But DD-215 I think that's your upgrade. That's your amended. Yeah. Yeah, y'all so Hussein said those are my personal beliefs that I won't and can't force upon others. Yeah, you're right. I ain't mad at you, brother. He said illiterate backwards dumb fucks. He said, God damn. He said they illiterate and dumb fucks at the same time. That mix their cultural beliefs with their religious belief with some toxic masculinity mixed into equation under the guise of a family honor. He said, shaking my effing head. Yeah, and that's not even, I can't even say if it's under I don't know what religion, what religion this destroys ethic behavior. That's my problem with it. Which religion actually destroys ethic behavior? Because you still got to have ethics. Oh, okay. Sir Frame said, "Yeah, I would go back further." He said, "I went to prison at 19." Yeah, you had to go back a little bit further than me. No, I just wouldn't. See, the reason I said that, Sir Frame, is because the times that we're in right now. Think about it. Would you want to be? Think about it. Not even just you, y'all, sir. Would you want to be like, say, for instance, 7 years old right now? Your parents taking care of everything. Okay, minus the injections and shit. But would you want to be 9 years old? Like, or what I said? I said 7. Would you want to be anywhere from 7 to 11, right? Or 7 to? If you had to pick an age right now to be 7 or 12. Between 7 and 12, if you had to pick a year, or either you had to add 1 year to your life, what would you do? That's a good question right there, right? Would you add a year to your life, or would you go ahead and take that 7, somewhere in between 7 and 12? I'd be scared to death, man, to take 12 or 7. I'd be scared. I'd be like, no, man, I don't know how I'm going to make it out of this. And realize you can't take your... I got to plug this back up. And on top of that, you can't take your intelligence with you. And then what would you say? You can't take your intelligence though. You can take everything, but you can't have like your intelligence, the smart shit you got. That's only for 7 to 11. But if you went back past, like, say for instance, you went to 17, yeah, we'll give you a break. Anything like lower than like what I just gave you, you can't take any kind of like your intellect that you have now. You can't take like your most treasured part of your intellect right now. You can't take it back. You can't take it back with you. I mean, anybody would want to go back to like 21 or something if they could take all the intellect back with them. But I could never go past like 21 though. I mean, could never go back to like 18 or nothing like that. And yes, I just wanted to hit a prom up or something like that. I wouldn't go past like 21. You know, you could, but then I mean, I want to do everything legal. Like I want all my drinking and I want everything that I do legal. I don't want to be sneaking and shit. Because you take that intelligence back with you, then you know how to sneak. But forget that sneaking shit because a lot of times you might want to do something and you can't do it. But you got that 21 on you. But then again, if you have a certain skin color, you don't want to be a certain age. Shit, it's better for us to be 75 years old. And that 75 years old is not even safe. Yeah, you still might take a beat down at 75. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't want to be young though. Through this era, allow that. Our days were good growing up in the 90s. So I was born in the mid 80s. Yeah. Yeah, you mid 80s, you good. I mean, you're at an age where you're like almost like at a cutoff age though. Mid 80s, you're like at a cutoff age to where everything started. 80s was a great time here though, but things just started getting effed up, more and more. Like going into the 90s, we had stuff where shit just got messed up. We had too much shit happening. We had the Tupac, everybody was crazy about Tupac. Tupac left, Biggie. We had the Rodney King beatings, riots in LA, riots in DC, riots all over the place, probably even in Texas and everywhere else. We just had all kinds of, we had a lot of effed up shit that happened, you know what I mean? And so a lot of the people, they would never want to go, and that's the whole thing. And that's another side of it. If you can go back to a certain age, then you would have to go back in time too, though. But if there was a miraculous way where you could wear that age again, to where, when I say wear that age, because I don't believe in time anyway, there's no such thing as time. Where if you could wear that age like successfully, like your body, goes back to that age, 19, whatever, 20, then, if that was possible, then would you want it to be now, or would you want it to be back, when it actually was? And most people wouldn't want it to be now, but then again, think about it. But you still gonna have to come forward, even with your intelligence. You're still gonna have to come forward to this. And think about it like this also. You can't change the future. I mean, you could use your influences to talk to people like, don't do this, don't do that. You can tell them, but you can't you can't just become like a predictor, like a storyteller. And you can't predict, oh yeah, they watch. You can't, you can't be a smart ass and say, oh yeah, by the way, baby, yeah, next year they're gonna come out with this new shit. You can't do nothing like that. See what I mean? That's the whole, going back got rules. You can't go back and just become a superhero and shit. Knowing all the lottery winners and shit, all, when numbers come up and all, you can't do that. No. Can't take no, it's not like Back to the Future. You can't take the book with you. You forget that shit. Yeah, but this area's so messed up though. Okay, Surflane said he said I would take away 7 because that's how many years I was in prison. He said, but I need to remember that because I become a man and learn. Yep. Yeah, when you're underneath any kind of rule like that, man, it's like, it's hell, man. Like, some people don't have it as bad in prisons. I mean, some prisons, the prisoners run that shit, except for, when they had, when the Attica happened, that was tragic right there. If you guys ever read and looked in, researched in the Attica, whew, that was hell right there. Had all the prisoners out there in the yard naked and shit like that, called in the National Guard. Act like the National Guard was not going to be out there shooting, and they was out there killing inmates and shit. What kind of shit is that? They was just killing them like nothing. And all the inmates had was like handheld shit. And they was just killing them. And I looked at some of the footage I was just looking at it less than a month ago. I was looking at some of the footage, and you had the white guards and stuff like that, the prison guards and cops out there saying was hollering about white power. I'm like, why are you hollering white power? It's a prison, and they killed whites and blacks. They killed more blacks and maybe coloreds. I mean, I'm using the term black, colored, than they did whites out there. But that whole attitude, that whole mentality, that anytime that something happens here, that right away they go into these stupid ass chants where they start chanting like white power and shit like that. Like what? Because white has always been the power. White has not always been the power. And a lot of people, just because you see them as one color, they're not that. It's not like the races weren't mixing back then. So, like, even go back to Caesar's time. Don't act like, don't think Caesar. If you look at Caesar's head, look at some of these sculptures they made. Just because the features they made it look like white. Look at some of the other features. And you never wonder why they have like curlier hair and shit like that. That's because they're mixed. What you would call mixed. A lot of these people, Caesar and a lot of these other these dictators and stuff, they were mixed blood. But then they always come up with this, they always come up with this white power shit all the time, man. That's what kills it. It's not about any kind of power. It's about righteousness. How about righteous power instead of white power? Y'all saw what I'm saying we had a TV, stereo, and kettles in our pad, AKL jail cell. Well, you got TV and stereo. Yeah. Yeah, but some rides are different, you know what I mean? I mean, if you take some people out of the military, they would rather take a ride in prison than to go through that whole military shit. I'm just saying. Because it's like, man, I tell you my story. So I'll just tell you a little bit of something, man. Military is so bad for me. At one point, I used to get into so much shit. But it was so bad for me, I'm telling you, that I used to think I was AWOL when I got out of the freaking service. I used to wake up sweating and shit, say, oh shit, I'm AWOL. I used to actually think I was AWOL, man. You can't, that's that PTSD shit or whatever, but that's a different form of it. But it's like, what the hell? I'm actually thinking that I'm AWOL. I wasn't even AWOL. I'm like, shit, I've been out the service. I was hopping in the car and shit, I'm ready to go. I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't got no uniform or nothing. I had to start thinking like, shit, I'm not even in it. Said, I've been out. And I had that shit for a long time, man. I still get that shit every once in a while. And I shouldn't even have that kind of anxiety. I'm like, shit. Because it's when certain events happen and you get triggered a certain way. He said my pad mate turned jail Muslim as well. He said, I saw that motherfucker on the road eating swine. Y'all sure you stupid. Yeah. He said my pad mate. Y'all sir, you wasn't in that long though, were you? You was just in the Hooskow, huh? He was in the Hooskow for a little while. All of us done been in, on some level. I don't think nobody I really mess with, besides maybe Gil Cole. I don't think nobody else that really mess with me that haven't been, haven't had that cage shut behind them and shit. Had that cage shut behind you. Talking about Mary, why we bugging? Yeah, but her is talking about how let's change it up a little bit, because I don't have time today though, because I got to go to work. But yeah, so let's just get into these and see what you guys got. Rung Basai, who you guys got? You got Rodriguez. Do you trust the champ? Rodriguez, Rung Basai. We got Rios against Akhmandulev, and we got Brightus against Opatai. I don't know. I know this Opatai is supposed to be like he's the business or something. But that's next month though. we'll talk more about that one next month. Yeah. But the Rios, that's now. And don't forget, I think we got Miller. Gonzalez should be fighting Baraga right about pretty soon. Um, that will probably be maybe, I don't know, maybe 3-4 hours from now. So Baraga, y'all make sure you check that one out because that one is on. Looks like it's on Pro. I don't have Pro Box. Does anybody have Pro Box? Looks like that one's on Pro Box. And then underneath the Rodriguez, Wang Vasai, Ahmed, the Leaf against Rios, and then we got Ford, Medina, and then McCaskill, Ibarra. I don't know. I got to go with McCaskill. I mean, she just had her last win, so I'm gonna just go with her. And then we got Butler and Soto. But it's all light. This is all light. Oh yeah. Remember, Zeiss. We got Eggington again. The last time we talked about Eggington in here, he got beat up. And then they got these odd fights coming up next week too. We got who we got? A Wednesday fight. And I think Miller was supposed to fight this weekend too, right? And you got, and then again next the other week, 2 weeks from now, we got Chisora back. He got his ass back up in there again. And we got Joyce versus Hammer. Johnson. Maybe that's the one that Eddie Hearns is bragging about. But we'll talk about that one later. But anyway, no, Chisora's fighting again. Joyce fighting again. Cunningham. Not that Cunningham. British Cunningham. Versus Tay. And we got Shevchenko versus Skull. Brightus Opataia. And Wilson Rueda. And I never know how to. Oh, this is the one Wednesday. The 2 Japanese fighters. Tanaka and Hashizumi. So Tanaka, I'll probably go with. I think I went with Tanaka last time, but Eggington, I don't trust Eggington. Because last time we did a whole thing on Eggington. I think we had clips and everything on Eggington. And we was talking about how he got his egg clipped. Or how he got his egg cracked. You already know me anyway. You already know Eagle. You know we're going to talk bad about you. If you lose, we're going to talk bad about you. It's just, in here, the promise to you in here, or the best thing that can happen to you as a fighter in here, as us doing our chat in here, is for me to not totally crucify you. That's the plus in here. The negative for you in here, if you talked a whole lot of shit, and we got to do pages on you. If we gotta come up with new sayings and shit, if we gotta come up with new language because of your ass whooping, you in trouble. And we will do that in Eagles Web Boxing. We will come up with new shit just for you. we might tell you that you got EJ Mikey. And we got some new ones too. I think y'all sir came up with one. If I'm not mistaken. I think we got a couple of new ones, y'all, so I know y'all remember what they are. No, we got a couple of new ones. Let me see. D-Lo, I think D-Ray came up with one. Yeah, so D-Ray. Sometimes I don't remember them, but they, as soon as y'all say them, I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember. That's a new one for Eagles Web. We always got new ones and shit. You know, so if you get your ass whooped at a certain severity, at a certain level, then that may be new jargon, a new language for us to talk about your ass. Yeah. Sir Flame said we definitely didn't have that in Texas prison. He said laughing my ass off. Yeah. They just giving them TVs and shit, huh? Here you go, TV, radio. What kind of shit is that? They just give y'all shit. Shit, a lot of these prisons, you gotta shit. It takes a lot to even get something from off the street, to get a robe or anything, because they want you to be strapped up with the numbers and shit. They want that inmate number shit on everything. You gotta walk around with a hospital shit on all day. And I don't even know if they allow that everywhere, but you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I said I did 2 small sentences, 3 to 4 months once, and 8.5 months the last time. Both times for driving charges. Oh shit, they be messing with y'all over there. Sir Flame said the TV was in the day room. He said 4 of them shared with 400 people. He laughing out loud. Who's gonna change the channel? Yeah, you got all those damn people in there sitting in there. Yeah, yeah. Sir Hussein said, "Sir Flame, no way." Yeah, hell yeah. The day room. And then you mess around and get kicked out the day room and shit because somebody did something stupid, and which always happens. Not all the time, but you know, in prison it don't happen as much. In jail it happens. You, I think there's more. I think people in jail don't learn. If you in jail, there's always a lockdown in jail. In prison they don't do that shit all the time, but in jail somebody always fucking up where somebody got to get locked down or something. Because there's always some dumbass come in that they don't have as much time. You know, some people got a year, 2, something like that, and you know they usually gonna be compliant. When you got somebody who only got 4 months, 6 months, he's always doing some stupid shit. Yeah, sure said, yeah, we had a tiny little 20-inch boxy fucker in his pad, and yeah, oh, in the pad, yeah. Oh well, shit. At least y'all had something to share, right? Man, I'd rather be in my room with my television. Man, I don't have to deal with nobody. Just slide me my food. I got my television. I'm just sitting there, mind my business, do what I gotta do. Bring my commissary, bring me whatever. So let me start building something or making something or whatever. Keep myself occupied doing what I do. You know, I ain't got to be out there exposed listening to somebody even saying something like, man, I don't even want to hear you hollering at me from over there. I don't want to hear nothing. Just let me just, you know, people just want to just do their shit and, you know, get back to what they got to do. Sir Flame said that y'all sir saying, what's wrong with a jailhouse Muslim? You think they ain't on the He said, hey, but you know what? A lot of times they not sincere. You know that, Sir Flame. They ain't sincere. Yeah. Y'all sir say I got Pro Box. It's like $150 for the month. Or 2 your way. Okay. Pro Box. Yeah, you be able to pick it up. Phyllis, Sir Flame said Miller won. He was the heaviest he ever been. Okay, yeah, we was talking about Miller. Yeah, yeah, I forgot that. I forgot all about that. Yeah, I thought it was this weekend, but yeah. Sir Flame, I got no issues with the brothers that say on the dean on the road. He said not revert back to the old lifestyle. Some just turn Muslim for the benefits and the protection in the way. Yeah. Yeah, we know that part too. Yeah. He said all the Muslims stuck together, no matter what color. This way at Sir Flame. Yep. Yeah, I have definitely seen the protection. Yeah. Okay, he said, but my pad mate reverted back to his old ways and started calling himself David again on the road. He said the Western man, yep, that's he couldn't stay away from them damn bacon sandwiches. Them sandwiches, man, that damn pork be calling you, man. But y'all better find out, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm not into somebody else's diet, man. I just try to, like I said, anything. If I give you guys any kind of advice when it comes to food, I'm trying to give you the best advice I know that help you live. That's what I try to give y'all. I don't. If y'all bacon and cheese sandwich eating, then that's what you do. I'm not gonna get mad at you. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I mean, I got to eat. I got to get this bacon and I got to get this bacon and cheese. Okay, well that's what you got to do, man. But just understand what you're eating. Just understand it, man. If it's only good because they smoke it and flavor it. That's what you got to understand. If you had to eat raw bacon, raw pig, you wouldn't touch it. Now, believe me, you wouldn't touch. A lot of the meat that people eat, they would not touch if they had to eat it raw with no seasoning. But you damn sure eat an apple off a tree with no seasoning. It don't even make sense, man. I try to explain to people, man. Look at your teeth. Look at a dog's teeth. His molars are even sharp. And they don't eat like we do. The wild animals, when they, like alligators and lions and shit, they eat. If you feed a dog chicken, he takes 2 bites. He don't chew nothing up. That shit just goes straight to his stomach. We don't eat like that. We gotta chew our shit up. Just saying. I ain't trying to start no fight with y'all. Yeah, Sir Flame said I was introduced to Islam years before I knew what Islam was. Yep. Yep. Sir Flame, Orthodox Islam or not or no? Okay, Orthodox. Yep. Yeah, I had a guy that he was Orthodox. He used to always ask me. He said, "When you gonna turn?" Yeah, he said, "When you gonna come to Islam?" A lot of people used to ask me that. It's like, when you gonna come to Islam? And this was not the over here. That was not the FOI, nothing like that. Wasn't like the Nation of Islam. It was like, regular Muslims. They used to always ask me. Yep. But I don't trust none. I don't trust nothing. I just don't. I don't trust anything because I found a way to reach out. I found a way to touch the source. I found a way. It was already in me. And if it's in you, it's in you. You don't need nobody. You don't need like a religion. You don't need anything. And yes, he tells you that you need that, but you can get in contact yourself. People just get mad. People get mad at the Creator because he don't talk to them. But even if he don't talk to you, he might have gave you the number. But you're not talking to him. But he gave you the number. Why aren't you talking to him? You got the number, but you forgot how to use it. Okay, Sir Flame said, Orthodox. He said, well, Little both at laughing out loud at Yasser was saying, yeah. Yasser right back said, Sir Flame, I didn't know that about the gangs mixing in the religion. Yep. Yasser again at Sir Flame, laughing out loud. You still on the path. He said, yeah, I learned about real Islam in prison. He said one of my cellmates is Arab. Yeah, that's how you find out the truth. Yeah, we'll talk about this one day because I'm still upset with a lot of I'm upset with not just, I'm upset with religion, sir, y'all, sir, and the reason, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm upset with it, and I know we didn't really get into all the boxing. I just do some fights out there, but the reason I'm upset is because they should have made a way for the people by now. You know what I mean? Yeah. They should have made a way for the people. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that we ever talked about Miller before today. But yeah, they should have made a way for us already. They should have had like housing. They should have had a lot of stuff by now. They can't still be talking about the shit. It should have already been done, man. It should have already been done. It's not like these religions and stuff hasn't been going on for long enough. I look at some of the big churches and stuff, and I see houses and stuff attached to the church that the minister or the pastor or the preacher, whatever you call them, the father, whatever, the church, they have houses right there, daycare, all that shit. I grew up going to Catholic school. We had all that shit. We had the Catholic schools right there with the churches. They had the little buildings and shit where you would learn, and it was strict. It was strict learning. I was kind of sad to leave because we finally had to get out of there. But I liked them being strict because I felt more protected. And I just happened to been at a better Catholic school. I wasn't at one of those perverted ones. At least I didn't see it. I never got touched or none of that shit. Where I had a friend who used to get abused. You know what I mean? And he's a white guy. And he don't like white people. Just because of that shit. He white, but he don't like whites. That's just crazy. Yep. Sir Flame said that. Y'all, Sir Hussein said, he said, look up Black Peace Stones out in Chicago. Okay, y'all, sir, he's at 100 at Sir Flame. He has Sir Flame again. I have heard of them, but I didn't know about the religious affiliations. I'm going to look it up. He said, I know there's a lot of Akis in Chicago and Philly. Yeah. There's a lot of brothers everywhere, brother. Sir Flame, L. Runkin as well, as y'all sir was saying. The leader of the Black Panther, Stone Chief Malik, started them. Yep. Okay, thanks for the interesting information. Definitely check it out. There y'all. Good. I like when y'all touch up like that. That we touch up. Yeah, I forgot. That's how uneventful that Miller is to me. That I actually forgot that we talked about him. It's just that we didn't cover him as much because I was more excited about the better Biv. More excited about him getting the KO. So that's it on that. Yeah, but I gotta get up out of here, y'all, because time for Eagle to go to work. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through though, man, for sure. 100%, man, most def. We'll get into it more with Monday. I gotta check my schedule again, make sure I don't have something else coming up. But it was still good that you guys came through and seen Eagle. I don't get to talk to Sir Flame that much, but he was actually on the mic today, huh? Sir Flame was writing today. A lot of times he's at that work where he can't say too much. But appreciate it, man, all the time, man. There's nothing, we come in here, man. We try to talk boxing. We try to talk all this other stuff. But yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more too. I like that subject. But my subject is not more religious. It's not about the religious side. It's about what the F are you doing for us besides teaching us? You know what I mean? You can teach us which way to go, but all the money, man. I'm just looking at all the money that these different organizations and stuff had, but they didn't build up. They really didn't go build up the community when property and everything was low. We gotta talk about that one day, man. You guys think on that too, man. Don't just think about the religious aspect of it, but think about where all these nations and people have went, and are groups like that just not allowed to own? Whereas because I'm gonna hit y'all with something. Yeah, so Hussein said, peace to all. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Yeah, but I say this. Where do all these new companies come from? Are they really privately owned? Who's the real owner of these companies? Like the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, who owns all this shit for real? That's something. That's a good place to start. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Y'all know what this is. This is Friday. This is Eagle with the Friday wrap it up, brother. But y'all know how we end, man. Always nothing but blessings, brother. Yeah, we was cooking, man, and shit. We had a good talk, man. God dang, man. I gotta go, man. I gotta take my ass to work, man. I can't miss this though. See, I got a whole load to talk about. Religious institutions, including Islamic ones. They all con, man. From what I see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll talk about it though, man. We'll have a discussion. Shit, that might be part of our next talk, especially if this weekend ends up being whack. Like the fights end up being shit. There ain't no telling, man. We will talk about it, man. You know how we do, man. Don't nothing get past us, man. You already know how ego is, man. We ain't gonna just let this one die out, because there's a lot of stuff I still gotta do. But we ain't letting all this stuff just go, man. Cause it's like, we gotta pass this information on to our people, man. You know what I mean? We gotta pass this shit on. And I don't like when things are bullshit. But anyway, oh shit, every second I waste is a little bit more time, man. I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Yep.
about boiler room, what you were saying. I just want to let you know you can come behind the decks. Bring the vibe.
Yep.
It's TXT on right now.